or watching other people get up around me, or stressing out about why is Susie done and I'm only on question 4. Hey, welcome to Motivation Moment. I am your friend, Katie Fortune, and today we are here with episode 3, I believe, 3, talking about dyslexia. So this is a series I decided to put together because October is Dyslexia Awareness Month, and so the series is called Let's Talk Dyslexia. Now, this episode today is going to be me sharing some tips and tricks that I did in middle school and high school to help me, and the things that I utilized, my IEPs, the different types of accommodations I utilized that really helped me through school. Okay? Cool. And again, this is my experience. Everyone's a little bit different, but I hope my experience and some of the things I say today may help you and or your child and or someone you know that has dyslexia or a learning disability or a learning struggle. Okay? Cool. So a few things in middle school and high school, I, if you do not know, was diagnosed between 4th and 5th grade, okay? And 5th grade was middle school for me in the school district I went. And so between 5th and 12th grade, I'm talking about that time in my life. So here's just a few of the things. There's many, many more, but a few of the big things that I utilized and did while I was in middle school and high school all the way through, even into college, but I'll share some other ones there, that I did to help me succeed, having a learning disability, or as I call it, my different ability. So let's start. So I did get an IEP, an individual education plan. I believe that's what it's called. Probably. And I did utilize everything that was in my IEP. I think everything, a lot of things. It was really important. I tried to be a little rebellious at one point, but realized I needed to do these things to succeed. And I'm super grateful that I did. So I'm here to share that with you today. So a couple things that I had in my IEP was I could leave the classroom to take tests. So I left the classroom to take tests, and sometimes I left the classroom and went to a different study hall as well. But I left the classroom to take tests because I knew that I needed that quiet space for me to number one, either read the test out loud to myself so I could hear it, or B, have it read to me. And that is another thing that was a part of my IEP. So something I learned about myself is when I read, I don't comprehend it like everyone else. It takes me 4 times at least to finally understand what's going on in whatever I read. Well, 4 times takes a long time to get things done. So I learned that if I hear it, that's for me, if I can hear what is being taught or what is like a book on tape or something like that, if I could hear it, I would totally understand what was going on and be able to actually learn what I needed to learn. So I would leave the classroom for tests, I would get extra time on tests, and I would get the test read to me or sit in a very quiet room and read it softly out loud to myself, slowly. But I did need extra time on test as well. So I think I had like time and a half to be able to take these tests. Because again, it takes me longer to comprehend things. So I was able to sit down and actually take the time I needed without the distractions or watching other people get up around me or stressing out about why is Susie done and I'm only on question 4. You know, there's so many different things. So I was really able to pay attention to what I needed. And if anyone knows me or has worked with me, I am a person that talks to myself. Now, do I talk to myself because it's fun? No, it's because sometimes I'm like, okay, Katie, read that again. And I like help myself and coach myself through things so I can try to understand something a little bit better. And also because then I can hear it. Okay, there's that. Another thing that I could have in middle school and high school was books on tape. I didn't really utilize that as much as I probably should have, but that is something that I could have had more of. But way back then, it wasn't as prevalent as it is now, but that is something I do now. I don't sit and read a book. I listen. There are books that I'm waiting for the audio to come out on because I really want to like read the book or hear the book, whatever, but they don't have an audio version yet. So I will wait for that because I know I will completely understand the book and enjoy it better if I hear it. So that is something else that I could have done in middle school and high school a little bit better. But I did do the whole leaving the test for classrooms, taking the test in a different room, in a quiet room, extra time on tests, and had the test read to me if I needed to. Also for the ACTs, like the big tests to get into colleges, universities, whatever, there's ACT and SATs. We in the Midwest have ACTs. I actually had a time and a half on that, which was a lot of hours. And I actually did have someone physically sit there and read each question to me. So that was huge for me. Very, very helpful. And so again, that was a long time ago. I don't know how they do it today, but those are a few things that I did and learned and utilized with my IEP in middle school and high school. And really quick last, something else that's really important to me is that I did go to my IEP meetings. I don't remember anything about them, to be completely honest. Obviously they were boring for me, but what I did get out of those IEP meetings was watching my mom fight for me. And I think it's really important for all students that have an IEP or a 504, any of those types of accommodations and different things that they need because they learn differently or do things differently because they have a different ability and they're awesome. It's really important to include your child in that because, again, they may not know all of that stuff, but they can watch you as a parent or a guardian or someone that loves them really fight for them. They can watch their teachers fight for them, saying like, no, this is how it's going to be. And you know what? They can speak up if they need to as well. It's their IEP, it's their future, and they should be a part of it. So I'm a huge advocate about that too. But thank you so much for listening this week. I keep saying listening, like I'm on my podcast. I'm sorry. Thank you for watching this week. Next week, tune in because there is another episode in this wonderful Talk Dyslexia series. Be sure to subscribe though, because you don't want to keep missing. There's some good stuff. And share it with someone that you know that may need some of these tips and tricks that have worked for me. Okay? Thank you so much. And as always, less hate, let's go motivate, and get out there and be aware. Dyslexia is out there, and we're awesome. The people that have it, we're the coolest. Have you noticed that I just keep changing shirts? Little tip there. That's what I keep doing. I just have a pile of shirts over here. I just keep changing them to get these videos done because my life is crazy.